Saratvi and welcome back to my channel. In my previous videos, I've shown you about paddy fields in Malaysia. So today I will be elaborating more on how they have to grow it and the issues or concerns they have while growing it. And before that, I will be taking public opinions from my friends. So let's get into the video. So these are all my friends from my condo. So I'll make them introduce one by one, starting with her.
Hi, I'm Naga and I'm 10 years old.
I'm Shravani and I'm 10 years old.
I'm Akshita and I'm 11 years old.
I'm Shrutika and I'm 12.
Hi, I'm Kruti and I'm 11 years old.
I'm Gyuti and I'm 9 years old.
So now we are going to start a basic discussion about farmers. So first we'll start with the one basic question. Do you think farmers are useful or important? If so, why? Does anyone want to answer?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
They are most important because they work day and night to just plant crops and give us food, because the everyday food that we get is from the hard work of the farmers.
Yes.
So I think they are important. We have to give respect to them.
Does anyone else have an answer for this? So friends, do you think farmers are facing any issues during their plant growing and all?
Yes.
I think they are.
Yes, they are facing a gazillion issues. So there are a lot of issues they face, and let's just take some basic ones. First is climate change. We don't know what will happen with the climate. Like 1 second it might be raining, the other second the beautiful sun and then rainbow. So we don't know what will next minute what will happen for the farmer. The second one is market fluctuations. Suddenly one fruit will be very famous, the other fruit will go very low in the market and all. And then thirdly, cheating, the middleman cheating, and then they're taking one fruit and then selling it for even more rates. Yeah. And then natural disasters, one of the biggest ones. Natural disasters. Now the flood comes and then destroys all the crops. And then volcanic eruptions or fire or wildfires like that. There are many. So we have to make sure all these issues have to be taken serious care of, so that the farmers can give us more food and give us more support that we can eat every day, 3 times a day. So guys, now we understood how much hard work the farmers are giving to us by planting and harvesting crops day and night. So we just wanted to say,
Thank you, farmers! We love you!
hello everyone, and now we are going to continue, and I will be explaining a little bit more about the problems and concerns of the farmers. The tough life of every farmer. So firstly, as we all know, the concerns of farmer is considered as a global issue. But why is it considered as a global issue? Well, everything that we eat comes from the farmers. So including the food, the cereal, the wheat, the bread, everything. So many factors rely on the farmer. So if anything happened to him or his crops, it means that it's going to be even worse for us. We will suffer for quite a long time of no proper food. Firstly, climate change. Farmers concern number 1. So climate change is very drastic. We don't know at what time what might happen. 1 second it might be raining, the other second it might be sunny, the other second it will be raining. So climate change is unpredictable. So let's just give some early warnings and see first. So generally when we mean by climate change for places which you can actually farm, we will be talking about rain. If there is less rain, there's drought, which means that the crops can't get water. All the water will be sucked into the air. And if there's too much rain or over rain, floods will occur. The crops get too wet to consume. The crops will generally die. Well, we have a solution.
Yes, for the flood, the solution can be to like install drainages so that when there is a lot of flood, the water can actually be sucked in into the drainages. So it would actually work. The farmers will be saved. Yay! The next one, for drought. The solution for droughts is to conserve water. As many of us know that farmers live in rural areas mostly. So they normally use wells and kind of rivers. So if they conserve water and only use how much they need, maybe the underground water system can still provide the plants with more water. That would actually work. And there's another way. If the farmers do something beside the crops, every crops has a line, and beside the line they should add some water. This is mainly known as srivari. In India it is practiced as so they keep a fish pond, like a fish growing pond, and at the same place they do wheat crops, because most of the wheat crops need a lot of water to survive, and during this drought the fishes pond will help a lot for them. So this is practiced in India and it's called srivari. Next, industrialization, problem number 2 for the farmers. Let's see. So first, industrialization. Well, when people or owners of factories try to industrialize, they intend to rip off farming ground. So this will make the farmer's business suffer. The farmer can no longer farm and has to find another job. So as we all know, farmers are good at farming. That's why in the first place they become farmers. But if their farm is being ripped off like that, I don't think he can farm anymore. So he has to find another job to provide his family. So this is considered as a major issue or problem, because it doesn't only affect the farmer's business life but also the farmer's personal life. Like how is going to provide his family with enough food, water and money. So, like every problem has a solution, we have one for this also. If people want to build factories or industrialize particular areas, they can use farming lands that are not suitable for, farming, that contain less minerals for the farms. So, if they do this, they can use the barren land, which is not that useful at all. So this can save a lot of money and a lot of food, and will also save the farmers from serious devastation. Next, the unpredictable natural disasters. Everything has to do something with nature. Well, let's take a basic particular types of natural disasters like the flood, tornado, volcanic eruption, and earthquake. Well, when the flood comes, yeah, the flood makes the crops inedible and make them too wet. So generally, the crops become very wet to even consume and might also die. Next, the tornado. The tornado can pick up the crops and scatter them all around the entire farm or the entire place. Next, volcanic eruption. So, volcanic eruption can burn the crops and make it into ashes. The crops will be no more, they won't be useful, anyways. Next, the earthquake. The earthquake can tear or break apart the farm, and during this time or process, the crops might get destroyed and be worthless. Now, let's see the solution. Like every problem has a solution, this too has one. The village's legal head or legal person has to ask the government to lend them a cold storage compartment, so that if anything bad like a natural disaster or anything happens like that, like in prior we get some notice, right, like this is going to happen soon, so please take care of your crops, like that. So when we get that, immediately they can, all the farmers can store whatever they have. It doesn't matter they have less or they have more, whatever they have in the cold storage, so that it will be saving a lot of money and a lot of food. Next, market fluctuations. This is the business of a farmer. So, market fluctuation. For market fluctuations, I will give a general and basic example and explain it in a step-by-step manner. So, let's start. Apples. So, we all know that apples have high demand. So, for example, apples take 4 months, avocado takes 1 month, and bananas take 3 months. So in a time, the apple has the most demand. So if the apple has the most demand, we are sure that all the farmers will try to only grow apples. But if everyone grows apples, what about avocado and what about banana? Apple takes 4 months, but avocado takes only 1 month to grow, which means avocado growing is easier than growing apples. So if everyone grows apples, then what about avocados? Avocados will also be useful because only apples no one can survive. So they need avocados, bananas, and more fruits. If every farmer grows apples, even though they're tasty or even though they're not, it's gonna be useless because everyone grows it. The other fruits, what about the other fruits? The so this is called as market fluctuations for the farmer. Well, we have a solution. Let's see another example, and then this example will also explain on how this market fluctuations will actually help the farmer in a particular way. Let's see another example now, okay? So if if every country grows the fruit from a vegetable or that is suitable for their farm or their soil in the minerals. So India has amazing soil and good weather conditions to grow mangoes. Yes, to grow mangoes. And during the summer, the mangoes taste so good from India. So these are called Banganapali mangoes, and but even Malaysia wants to try doing the same thing, trying to make better mangoes than India. Well, actually, Malaysia's soil doesn't be suit for growing such tasty mangoes. So it doesn't matter. They still want to grow, so they want to grow. But the taste and all won't be that good. But if instead Malaysia has a very good soil to grow rambutan, and rambutan is very tasty in Malaysia. So if they grow rambutan instead of like mangoes, it would be so much better. And that's why it's better if each country takes a different or particular fruit or vegetable that their farming lands or their country minerals is suited for. So in this way, each country can get a good identity and a lot of profit and like export it to many different places in the globe. Well, for this we have another solution. If there is market fluctuations, the government has to help the farmers by offering a proper price and not by increasing it or decreasing it for everything. So they can also import it or export it to countries or cities with higher demand of the fruits or vegetables that are lower demand in one place. Next, cheating. You might be thinking, how can cheating be possible? Well, every farmer needs righteousness. Well, we'll move on. Let's see why and how can it be possible that cheating on the farmers? Well, in between of the farmer and the consumer, there is an intermediate person or people who are making the business by offering less price to the farmer or the producer and selling it in a high price for the consumer. This is practiced all over the globe. The farmers are earning really less for all their hard work and so much they're doing early morning and late night and throughout the year. Well, we have to prevent this because this middleman or intermediate man is taking a lot of profit by just stealing, or I can see stealing or like cheating the farmer. Well, I'm sure we have a solution for this. The solution is, drumroll, instead of other people buying the crops and then giving it and then selling again the consumers, the government can arrange at every district of a country to start direct marketing. So direct marketing is when the farmer himself comes and sells his crops directly to the consumer so that he can avoid cheating. So if this is practiced all over the places, like all over the globe, it would be such a good idea. And I will also give an example of direct marketing. So in Kuala Lumpur brickfields, there is something on every Thursday called Pasar Malam. On this Pasar Malam, we can get food or fruits directly from the farmers. So this is also called a direct marketing. And this will also avoid cheating. Well, it's question time. So, number one, why are the concerns of farmers considered as a global issue? Well, you can answer these questions in the comment section. Question number two, give your solution, in your opinion, for industrialization. Well, it's your wish on how to give a solution or how to prevent it. Well, I hope you all liked my presentation and please subscribe, like and share to all my videos. Thank you. Goodbye.